It's time to gird your loins, needle felters, because I have uncovered a shocking truth. Yes, needle felters, you have been lied to. That's right, the belief that using a wire armature somehow makes you a better needle felter, it's a myth. For years we've been told that adding an armature would elevate our creations and perhaps even, dare I say it, give us superior woolly powers. So I think it's time to set the record straight and put this myth to bed. So if you spent any time in the needle felting community, chances are you've heard this one. Using a wire armature is the key to becoming a pro needle felter. Well, it sounds impressive, doesn't it? Like a secret handshake for the woolly elite. But it really is an absolute myth. And before you gasp and clutch your stash of wool, let me explain. A wire armature is undoubtedly a useful tool. It does add structure. It helps create posable limbs and can give your projects a polished look. But let's get one thing straight. Using an armature doesn't make you a better needle felter. It just makes you a needle felter that uses wire. That's it. No magical transformation, no secret handshake. In fact, for beginners, adding an armature can lead to more frustrations than success. There's the challenge of wrapping the wire correctly, the constant battle to keep your wool in place, and the dreaded floppy limbs syndrome, which does happen a lot when you are using wire for the first time. And it leaves your creations looking like they've had one too many late nights. So let's set the record straight. What makes you a better needle felter isn't the tools you use, it's practice, it's patience, and a genuine love for the craft. Mastering the basics like creating a sturdy core shape or achieving a really smooth finish, that will do far more for your skills than wrestling with wire ever will. This has no wire in it, but because of the techniques that I've used, it looks like it does have wire. It's solid, it's nicely shaped, it's a perfect figure, and it's so much easier, especially when you're getting started. That's not to say that armatures aren't worth exploring. They are fantastic for specific projects, especially if you want to add movement or create larger pieces that need internal support. But they're just one tool in a very large toolkit. Think of them as the sprinkles on the cake. They are nice, but they don't make the cake. So if you're a newbie and you're feeling overwhelmed by the idea of armatures, take a deep breath. You're not doing it wrong by skipping the wire. Start small, focus on learning the basics and build your confidence. Your skills will grow naturally, and then when you're ready to tackle armatures, you'll be doing so from a place of strength, not frustration. To all my fellow needle felters out there, stop measuring your skills by how many tools or techniques you use and start celebrating what really matters. The joy of making something with your hands. Whether your next project is a wire armature, a pipe cleaner skeleton, or nothing but good old wool, it's the process and the passion that count. So armature or no armature, just keep poking and keep going, and you will soon find your needle felting confidence. Don't go anywhere, because the next tutorial is coming up and I love questions, so feel free to ask me anything about needle felting in the comments.